Scotch twins, cancelled episodes, and reconstructions. Who knows what lies in these mysteries? Greens, I'm Thomas Murray 55, and you're watching Sodor Mysteries. Now, I want to say some things before we start the mystery is that I'm sorry I didn't get one out. The reason why I didn't get one out last week is because I ran out of space, actually. And yeah, that's kind of an odd thing. I ran out of space on my own recording device. I guess I just got an SD card. So yeah, just gotta be careful. Okay? Card. But anyways, I want to take you on a little... Oh, and one more thing before I go on to this thing I want to tell you about is that this week I'll actually exploring 2 instead of 1. Just FYI, okay? Anyways, I want to take you with a quote today. And that is actually by a director named George Lucas. And yes, people, it's the same George Lucas who made Star Wars. His quote that he said is that films are never finished or never completed, they're abandoned. This is definitely true. There are a lot of films that are finished. You'll be surprised that there actually are more films that are cancelled than films that are released. It is insane. There are movies that have been cancelled more often than they have been released. An example would be a movie called The Day the Clown Cried, which was a movie by Jerry Lewis where basically the premise is that a clown is captured and imprisoned in a Nazi concentration camp. It was supposed to be released during the 1970s, but when controversy spoke out when asked for changes, the changes happened, but then Jerry Lewis, the main star, basically refused to release it, but he did donate an incomplete copy to the Library of Congress and not release it until 2024. Lewis's son admits that there has been no complete version of the film. But we're not talking about Jerry Lewis today. I mean, this is Sodor Mysteries. This is not Jerry Lewis Mysteries. We're talking about episodes. Now, there has been a few episodes that have been notified, like Gone Goes Foreign. However, these episodes were early in production. But Gone Goes Foreign is not what we're talking about. Instead, we're talking about the most famous Thomas episode to be cancelled. The Missing Coach. Now, I'm going to give you a little premise of the Missing Coach. Basically, it's the first day of Don Douglas. His career, and basically, not first days, I should say, where basically they meet Doug and the other big engines, and basically, during part of the story, well, they also get which actually when I do the characters, I like to refer to Don Douglas as Don 9, Douglas 10, as they look almost identical without the numbers. They accidentally mix up Thomas's coach, and basically they decide to swap tenders. However, Sam catches him in the act and basically tells them that it would have been better if they told him what happened, and basically he questions if he should keep them both of them. It's not that hard of a plot to follow, but you'd be surprised at how this episode is made. It has quite a history. It was started in 1985, like most Thomas episodes. I say most because there was some from 1986 because of the book they were attached to. Now, the reason why I mention this episode is because of the introduction to Don Douglas. Of course, there were some changes, like adding some parts from Hello Twins. Make sure you know who Don Douglas are and what they were. Okay? Now, just FYI, the plot didn't change much when I was making... Even nowadays, the plot didn't change much outside the parts they changed from the story, so I won't be mentioning the plot changes. I also will look at the images since that will take too long. Okay? But if you do, the Thomas Wiki is always available and you can always read the pictures there. Now, with this episode in particular, the reason it got cancelled actually is different than what it wasn't budget, but it's actually one scene in particular that Britt Allcroft didn't want. It was during, I think, the end of the episode, when we're getting, quite before his 4-minute mark, where basically they swapped tenders. Brilakov didn't like this part and basically asked for it to be cut. The crew at first laughed, and then Britt basically, guess what? Cut the scene out. However, the crew wanted it back, so Britt basically told them, okay, want the scene back? The episode is cancelled. And that's how the episode became cancelled, because of one scene that Britt Allcroft didn't want. So basically, Britt Allcroft, I have nothing against her. She was basically kind of the villain in the story who never got the episode released. But it's not the end. Oh, it is. Many images survived, and there actually are several reconstructions. Too many for me to link, so I'll link one down below, and you'll see how it is. Okay? Oh, one more thing. Just FYI, not all the episodes lost. Several parts made into a break van, and other episodes where they reused footage from an episode. So not all of it is lost, and although you never find the episode, there are plenty of reconstructions, so you can find the next best thing. Canceling things is nothing new, but it is, and the same goes for Thomas. There's a nice little lesson for you. Okay? Yeah. Okay? And Boris, I'm going to go on to Going Goes Foreign. That's not because it's too long, it's just because there's not enough about it. Okay? But I will mention some other ideas. They had also planned ideas to cancel things like Super Rescue, Triple Header, and one thing they did was actually anything from Jane's Diesel Engines. But these were all cancelled not due to anything else but money. It was just money. Okay? It was just money, okay? It was just because the budget was too high for these episodes. But yeah, cancels are new Thomas. Join me next time, and we'll be talking about some canceled songs. Until next time, see you all later.